All righty. Hello, friends, and welcome to our third Coachella Valley Wildflower Festival, Wildflower Wednesday. Tonight's presentation is brought to you by the City of Palm Desert, the Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians, and Friends of the Desert Mountains. Our main event, Making Mesquite Bars with Chef Kieran Fleming, will be up in just a moment. And following it, another great edible plant resource from our friend Tracker at the Bureau of Land Management. But first up, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to our newest board member at Friends of the Desert Mountains. Friends of the Desert Mountains sponsors the Coachella Valley Wildflower Festival. This is actually our 14th year of doing the Wildflower Festival, and we're pretty proud of it. So let me get that information up for you. There he is. Hold on one second. Come on, girl, you can do it. There he is. All right. Yes, he is our newest board member, so take it away.
I'm Robert Reed, new board member for Friends of the Desert Mountains. In daily life, I'm a veterinarian in Rancho Mirage with some background in environmental science and work as a wildlife biologist and an environmental policy analyst on issues involving the administration of public lands and the management of wildlife resources. As a veterinarian, I have firsthand knowledge of some of the bad things that can happen to people's pets when they interact with nature. And as a result, I've developed an interest in helping people learn ways that they can experience the outdoors with their pets in safety and without harming wild animals or impacting the environments that support them. I love Friends of the Desert Mountains for its efforts to conserve wildlife habitats and also for the ways it works to involve the entire community in understanding and in appreciating and in enjoying the great natural features we have here in the mountains around the Coachella Valley. I think it's an incredible place, and I'm grateful for the chance to play a role in protecting it.
All right. Doesn't Dr. Reed seem like he's going to be a really good addition? We're really happy to have him on board at Friends of the Desert Mountains. If you want to learn more about Friends of the Desert Mountains, visit desertmountains.org. That's desertmountains.org. Now, main event. This is something I've been waiting for just a while. Did you know that you can eat mesquite? That's right. Up next, we have Agua Caliente Spa and Casino, Palm Springs, head chef Kieran Fleming, here to demonstrate how to make Mesquite Bar snacks. That's right, something snacky and delicious. That's a Mesquite Bar. Figure that out, all right? Now be ready to take notes on how to bake this gluten-free and naturally low glycemic treat made from mesquite. All right, I'm going to bring up Chef Fleming. Please hold on. Or maybe I'm not. Talk amongst yourselves. Take this moment to take out some paper and pencil and be ready for whatever I put up for you. Oh, here we go. There she is. Right, we're going to come back over here. Going to share because it's all about sharing. And take it away, Chef Fleming.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Kieran Fleming. I'm the executive chef here at Agua Caliente Palm Springs. And today we're out on our beautiful steakhouse patio. And I'm going to show you how to make a nice, simple, and easy mesquite bar recipe. For this recipe, you probably have a lot of these items in your cupboard. This is a can of pumpkin puree. In this recipe, you're going to use half of this can. You're going to need some honey, If you can get local honey, I highly recommend using local honey. This is baking powder, not baking soda. Make sure you use baking powder. There's a big difference. And for this recipe, I recommend you switch to whole nutmeg. It holds longer. It gives a great fresh flavor to all of your recipes. So the one item you may not have at home in your cupboard is the mesquite flour, which is in this recipe the star of the show. You can find this at specialty food stores and online. This is mesquite flour, which is made from the pods of the mesquite tree. It's ground down into a fine powder. So the first step in this recipe is we're going to start with 2/3 cup of water, 1/2 cup of honey, and 3 tablespoons of butter. And we'll place that in a saucepan, put it on medium heat, just until the butter melts. So we're going to add 2/3 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of butter, and 1/2 cup of honey. So after we've mixed all the ingredients, we're going to have this on a medium heat until the butter melts, and just slowly keep stirring it so we don't scorch the butter. So after the butter is melted, this is what the mixture should look like. And you can set this aside, and then we're going to mix the flours together and then incorporate this. Okay, so we'll start with the 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour and 1.5 cups of mesquite flour. So you get all of that out, really where all the moisture comes from the water. Baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1/8. Always use fresh nutmeg. It makes a huge difference in the recipe. And then we're just going to mix this together. I recommend you wear gloves and mix it by hand. This is a very dense batter, so it's a lot easier to mix it by hand. So just fold it over. And start to come together a little bit. And then we're going to add the water, the honey, and the butter mixture. A little bit like this. And like I said, this is a very dense batter, so at some point you're going to want to just use your hands to mix it in, especially stick to the spatula. And it's going to be almost like a brownie consistency, a little bit thicker consistency than a brownie. And you're going to have the urge to add water to it. Trust me, the recipe works out well when you put it in. It'll cook up and it will rise. You get to incorporate all the ingredients. Okay. And it's kind of a very thick dough. So now that we've incorporated all the ingredients, our next step is to pour this mixture into a wheat. It should come up about 1 cup in one piece, since this batter is so dense, very easy to work with. And all you're going to do is lightly spread it out. And I recommend using the back of your hand. It creates a smoother surface. Make it nice and even. You want a nice even surface to cook. So now that we've got all the ingredients in, we're going to place this in the oven for 20 minutes at 300 degrees. should be fully warm enough and you can put into one by one squares and enjoy these. So as a final touch, I like to sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar over it. And there you have it, freshly baked mesquite. Thanks for joining us at the Wildflower Festival this year. I'm Executive Chef Kieran Fleming at Agua, Caliente, Palm Springs. It was a pleasure cooking with you and sharing this with you.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave the, pardon me, the address there for a second, because I know that's what everybody wants to know, is to get a copy of that Mesquite Bars recipe. So thank you very much, Chef Fleming, for that tasty bit of knowledge. All right, and if you enjoyed learning about mesquite flour cooking, here is Tracker. You might remember her from our very first Wildflower Wednesday this year. She gave us a lot of great information on looking for wildflowers. I hope you guys are still out doing that. It is the whole purpose of the Coachella Valley Wildflower Festival. Get out and look for flowers. We've been having rain, so there must be flowers out there. And please remember to use our hashtag virtual super bloom so that everybody gets to see the beauty of the desert right here without having to necessarily come here, because we know right now everything's a little different. Now, again, back to Tracker, and she's going to give you a great resource of a book that you might want to look into if you're interested in learning more about edible plants in the desert. And then after that, I will tell you about a local resource to be able to buy the book. So let's go back to Tracker. I'm going to do the old stop the share. Sure. Oh, I'm so glad you guys have been able to join us. Next week, we are going to have, I believe he called me today, we're going to be doing some solar astronomy. That is just amazing to me. We're going to look at the sun. No, we're going to talk about things that happen during the sun. Okay, going to share the screen here. Boom. And take it away, Tracker.
This one isn't exactly about wildflowers, it's about desert plants called Temel Pond, which means of the earth, and it's written by Dr. Lil Bean and Catherine Sauber. It's a wonderful resource about Native American uses of plants. It's a full book, rich in information, even nutrition about desert plants used as food. My favorite.
All righty. That's right. And you can get that at a local museum just over on the other side of the 10 from here. It is called, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, the Malkai Museum or Malki Museum, A-M-A, try that again, M-A-L-K-I, the Malki Museum. And at malkimuseum.org, you can search for the Temelpakh book, Temalpakh, and it'll tell you more about Cahuilla Indian knowledge and usage of plants. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been our third Wildflower Wednesday, and I thank all of you who have tuned in. If you've enjoyed all of this, that's great. And I have been recording it, so we will be posting this on our YouTube channel, and then it will also be posted to our Facebook page. And please feel free to share it with people. We love sharing the knowledge that we are sharing on this because it's all about sharing. My goodness. Okay. I am Karen, and I'm your friend. I'll see you next week.